Hi, I'm Lette Birn with Light My Nest. I'm going to talk to you about kitchen lighting. One of the things I love the most about my job is that I get to see so many really amazing homes. Of course, there are homes that need a lighting fix. The thing is that most people see and buy their homes in the daylight. I can't tell you just how many times I've heard the following. We have this open floor plan with lots of skylights, large windows and an amazing view. I love my kitchen during the daytime, but at night it feels like a dungeon. And when I then go out there and take a look, I see something like 24-foot ceilings with recessed lights that struggle to illuminate the room. And that's it for lighting the space. It might look wonderfully minimal, but it for sure isn't working. If you just got a new kitchen, you spent days on end choosing the right tone of granite, woods for the cabinets, tile, countertops, and now you can't even see them properly at night when you want to have people over or you spend time there? That's a crying shame. You'd be amazed what difference good lighting can make. It makes and breaks a space. I feel it's almost like painting. It's a creative process choosing the right lights for the right space, since it can really bring out the things you want to bring out. It makes people want to linger and hang out, which is what you want. So let's get started on how to do it right. One of the first things you do when you lay out a lighting plan is to find out the activities that takes place in the space. And you go from there. It is just a fact the kitchen is the heart of the home. It's today's gathering place for friends and family. It's no longer just a little room by itself where it's for cooking and cleaning. It's for visiting with friends, doing homework, reading the paper, or just relaxing. At our house, it's always the place where everybody ends up hanging around the kitchen island. I don't know what it is. Even though we have comfortable chairs in the living room, the deck is right outside the kitchen, still everybody ends up around the kitchen counter with a glass in their hands. Yes, good lighting matters. And now to the basics of kitchen lighting. There's one thing you'll hear me say a lot, and that's one light can't do the job alone. Repeat after me. Again, a single light in the ceiling isn't gonna cut it. That was used in the 50s, 60s, maybe 70s. Now with an open floor plan, create layers of light. Just like any other living space, it's important to create multiple layers of light in the kitchen. Task, ambient, accent, and decorative lighting will together create the atmosphere you want. Let's start with task lighting. Don't settle for poor task lights in the kitchen. If you use the kitchen for serious cooking, treat yourself to the lighting a chef would expect. And if you don't cook, but love to entertain, the same thing. For work areas in the kitchen, under cabinet lighting is hard to beat. Halogen, xenon, LED, fluorescent, PUG lights, strip lights, tape lights. How do I choose? Well, let me just go through them one by one. Halogen provides excellent task lighting, and it really brings out the color and sparkle in granite and other surfaces. The clean white light offers illumination that is hard to beat. The drawback of halogen lighting is the heat it produces. In a kitchen, this could be a turn-off. Xenon look, you've probably seen xenon. They look identical almost to halogen lamps. Xenon and halogen are just two different types of fill gas with different characteristics. Xenon runs a tad cooler, but still nowhere near fluorescent or LED. If you haven't seen fluorescent in a while, you are in for a surprise. Fluorescents have actually come a long way, and no hum, no flicker, no ghastly green tones, but really, really decent light. But then there's LED. LED lighting of the future. Cool, long-lasting, super energy efficient. What is there not to love? Maybe the price, but that's coming down rapidly as we speak. LED just has so much to offer. The main advantage is the incredible savings in energy and long lifespan. But I also love the small footprint. And 125 lumens per foot is pretty much what we recommend as the minimum. And keep that in mind, minimum for kitchen counter lighting. And it doesn't matter which type of lighting you use, since we're measuring it in lumens. If you don't have upper cabinets, then pendant lights is an option to illuminate your work surfaces and your kitchen island. You know, you just have a couple of rules of thumb for how high you need to hang it so that you can still look under it and still get advantage of the light directly on your surface. If you hang them too high, they're too diffused and don't give task light. Ideal is 30 inches above the counter. 30 inches above the counter, and that's the same for your kitchen, for your breakfast table, because there you are seated. Another issue I want to address is glare. You know, it's something, if you have really shiny surfaces, you will see hot spots from your lights. And it just depends on how sensitive you are. If you are really bothered by it, you might want to look for under cabinet lights that have a diffuser, more heavier diffuser, like the yellow one you see there, which is a phosphor diffuser. That really gives a very even light. And also pendants also, of course, will reflect. Oh, here you see one of my very, very favorite things in the kitchen. Kitchen cabinet lights that turn on when you open the cabinet. Okay, on to ambient lighting. Ambient lighting is the soft, general light that fills the space with an inviting glow. In a kitchen, it's often recessed lights or diffused overhead lights, but you can add wall sconces or linear lighting on top of a cabinet, and that would act also as general lighting for the room. Ambient lighting is not intended to stand out or make it on its own. Too often we see recessed cans used exclusively to light a kitchen. The problem with light coming only from above is that it gives such a bland, boring atmosphere, just like a hospital waiting room. Track lighting is wonderful when used correctly. But one of the most common issues we face with our remodel clients is track in the wrong place. You're trying to light a lot of places like a kitchen with all the cabinets and drawers. It's tempting just to put up track lighting on a couple of spots and aim them. The problem is glare. You will inevitably look into one of the lights, and here we see another dreaded effect, the Swiss cheese effect, using too many recessed lights. Just don't do it. Accent lighting adds drama and just that little extra something. Track lights and adjustable cans can highlight what you treasure, from the beautiful tile work, canisters, souvenirs, or plates in a cabinet. The light that bounces back into the room is a nice addition to the overall light. With LED tape light is really cool because it fits in so many places. It's inexpensive, it's easy to install, you can do it yourself. And then for decorative lighting. Decorative lighting is the diva in the room, the unique focal point that pretends to be the only light source around. It's the fun magical chandelier or a unique pendant light that you might have brought back from Paris. It's something that adds charm and character. With some help from strategically placed spotlights, say if the fixture itself is not bright enough, you can actually illuminate the fixture and help it take center stage, as it deserves. The secret is teamwork. So how much light do I need for my kitchen? How many watts or lumens? Well, we don't really go by watts anymore because of the different light sources we use. But the lumens, really, how many we need depends on what the kitchen is like. A white kitchen would definitely need a lot less light than a dark kitchen with a lot of wood and tile and brick floors. There you might add more light and a warmer color temperature. So here is an overall just recommendation for minimum again. Overall for an 8x10 kitchen, 4800 lumens, range 450, island 350, counter 360, sink 450. And as I said, it's minimum. I think this is actually pretty low, but this was the minimum recommended for kitchens by the Illuminating Engineering Society of North America. And now I would just say, enjoy your lighting. Enjoy being creative in your kitchen. Enjoy making it into the space you all want and where you love to be. Look for the textures. Warmer colors, as I said, ask for warmer color temperatures in the lighting so there's not a harsh contrast. Whereas a white kitchen will ask for a colder color temperature. That's what you read on the box. Like 2700K is similar to what we're used to from the incandescent lamps, whereas 3000K and above is a much colder light that would go really well in a stark white light kitchen where the warmer light might cast yellow shadows. So that's something to look out for. And just try it out, enjoy, show your style, and enjoy lighting your kitchen.